My name is Joker Fanatic Hughes, and today I bring you the finished, completed Jacksepticeye world. I spent all day building this. Ah, gosh. Whew, okay. Anyway, this is gonna be a lot to go over. Very little time. Yes, I added my own improvements on a great many things. Like the chimney, how Jack only has one small brick tower that has a campfire behind it. For me, I did a whole chimney with two campfires in it that can just make the smoke look proper from any angle. Also, I changed the Guinness to look more like an actual pint of Guinness. Sorry if that's potentially outdoing it, but I just wanted it to look a little bit more like a pint of Guinness. Also, something that really bugged me in Jack's videos that I wish he would actually change and fix is the windmill. He has it to where the sail on there is facing down and the sail on there is facing up, which the sails should be facing the opposite way from where the mill would be turning. The mill would be turning this way, so the sails face this way, kind of like a clock, if you were to motion blur a clock. But he has it to where they would face each other, which would mean that the sails would have to be alternating, which is annoying. So, Jack, if you're watching this, please go fix that. That is driving me nuts in your playthrough. Please, fix it. But yeah, I haven't given him a name tag, but the one you've always wanted to have. Ironically, there were tons of traders here whenever I was building, and then when I got done building and was ready to put him in, all the traders were gone, and I was like, well, now I have no llama, might as well just spawn one in. But really, not much to see if you've already seen Jack's playthrough, but I just felt like, why not? Something to start off with, something fun, just build it. Again, I made different improvements of my own, and I know that Jack changed his entryway because he was trying to do a drawbridge, but I think this entryway is way better. I don't care what you say, this one's better. Way better. Also, the top of the castle was an annoying thing to figure out how to do, because I was messing up here and there on getting it right, and so I just decided to do my own. I decided, you know what, it's gonna look similar to it, but I'm doing my own on this border bit there, because no way in all high heaven am I gonna figure out how exactly he did it. It's not like it's anything mystical or anything, it's just I'm horrible at doing that. Also, the pint of Guinness, if you ever look up an actual pint of Guinness, it says Guinness across there, and then it has the golden harp. So I just decided to add that detail, try to make it more shaped like an actual pint of Guinness. I was thinking of down here at the bottom adding brown wool, but I decided that not to because of the factor of it was too bright brown. If it was a dark brown, a very dark brown, then I'd add that at the bottom, because if you've ever looked at an actual pint of Guinness, near the bottom, the alcohol is so thin that whenever the light's traveling through the bottom of it, you can actually see a slight brown tinge, which I actually did something in here with that. Whenever you go in here... oh, went too deep actually, now that I think about it. It's all dark oak logs. It's dark enough that you might think that it's black down here, but it's actually a very dark brown to better mimic the alcohol. So there you go. There's an improved pint of Guinness if you'd like to do that. I'll try to show it from every angle so you can count the blocks if you'd like to build it, because I actually really like how this is shaped a lot like a pint of Guinness. Better than, I think, in Jack's video. Then again, Jack doesn't have as tall of one or as many blocks to build with. So I did this in creative and it was easy, but for him, he's got to collect everything. So I mean, Jack, I'd love it if you did this, man, but like I don't know if you'll rise to that occasion. And the reason that I have the glass showing at the very bottom is that in a real pint of Guinness, the alcohol doesn't fill the entire glass. There actually is a small glass bottom that has no dark tinge of the alcohol to it. Anyway, and I know that there's going to be flaws here and there. I did not make this to be perfect by any means. I just made it for fun because I thought, why not? Yes, the flag is double-sided like in the video. And I tried to shape it exactly like Jack's. So, I actually really am kind of proud of this. But inside of the windmill, I actually made it slightly functional. I didn't furnish it with anything, but I made it to where all the log supports go fully through, like they're just a giant tree that was put in. So everywhere that there is a log, it goes all the way through. That one stops there and bends, but then the main one keeps going up until the roof. And I made it to where it actually would look like it works like a real mill, with the turbines turning and turning this, and it would turn the whole main shaft. And I'll just let you imagine that there's something under here that would actually make wheat and bread and all that, because, no. I am not designing all that. I'm not even sure how you could. If you would like to actually find a way to somehow make bread through a redstone system, go right on for it, but I really doubt there is a way of that, unless you have a dispenser with a redstone repeater. But anyway, but yeah, I didn't furnish it or anything, and the reason that I left blocks missing from around the main post is because realistically this would have to rotate, and you wouldn't want to have anything close to it, because of the mill churning and all that. Wait up, wait, what? Why is, oh, it's, yeah, now I remember, because I added the ladder, which offsets things, duh. Anyway, but, I was going frame by frame on Jack's videos. This farm is the exact size of Jack's in Minecraft. And this is actually the position of the frame I used to exactly measure it. I counted each individual post everywhere that everything was. This is the exact farm. This one I was a lot more nonchalant about because I couldn't find actual dedicated frames where it shows every individual thing, so I just built as I thought. But all this is pretty basic. Yes, I counted each individual post and all that, except this is supposed to jut out more, but it messed with me. It was like, I really don't like seeing it separate from the rest of the fence, so I just changed it. But, also, yes, I gave him the name tag with the exact same name as in the, video. But, something I question is I don't know if I spelled this right. I think that's what I saw in the frame. I was trying to find the exact part in the videos where he does type it out or where he shows it up close, but I couldn't find it, so I had to, like, view it from a slight distance. Like, for me it was, like, this view, and so I had to, like, try to guess what the letters were, so I'm sorry if I got the name wrong. Don't annoy me, pig. But basically, I hope that I got everything right, but again, I really doubt that everything is right. Oh, yes. Sam is here. Little old Sam. With the green collar and all. I also added these. I don't know if they're there in Jack's playthrough, but, I mean, I added them because it's kind of a theme, since there are the stuff at the other ladders, or the other stairs. I tried to make it as perfectly accurate as possible by counting every block, counting everything that was there, everything. I didn't spawn a cat in here or give it a name, which I actually now remember that I overlooked. Darn it! I told you there was not going to be perfection. And also, these are decorative chests. There's nothing in it. Because I was not going to go back and see everything that Jack ever put in any of his chests and just put it all in. No! I am not that perfect. I'm not going to do that. But, also, that was cheeky to find in the creative mode. I had never seen that before, and it took me a bit to find it. All these were just in the miscellaneous section. Which, I mean, that one was too, it just took me a second to find. Anyway, the dock may not be correct. But then we have... Yes, I paid attention to the color of the bed, even. Nothing is under here, before you think it. Because, no. I did not build the pathways under the things. But, hey, it's just like, I thought this was a fun way to get back into YouTube, get back into all of it. I thought, why not? One of my role models, why not just build it? Maybe improve upon it in slight aspects. Some people may see it as not an improvement. Oh well. I did what I saw as good. And you're all allowed your opinion. But I love this. I'm allowed to ring the bell sometimes, okay? Just like, oh, that'd be awesome. I'm just geeking out. I just imagined like if Jack rang the bell and like mentioned me or something since I built the castle, but nah, that'd never happen. Yeah, knowing him, now that you say it, it would happen. No. It'd be awesome, but I really doubt it. And then I have the bar to show. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why, but in PS4, it's not at all as fast as it is on Jack's PC game. Before you think it, no, I did not make the full mining area because, dear God, I am not doing that much. I'm sorry, but like, I don't know exactly what's in there, and I'm not gonna make that all to set because he doesn't ever really well, it's more of there's no detail that's really needed. It's a mine. I have Sean's bar in here, which I wish it would be Sean's pub, but he named it bar in his video, so I just wish that like it would be a pub though. And Jack always wanted it to be more dark and moody rather than his oak version, so I made it dark oak to give it a bit more mood. And I used slabs as the roof on the top setting for this level, so that the light there would actually cast shadows and kind of give more mood. I really like it, especially since with this it actually works like a pub top. Which, for this, I actually had to put a block here and then place this on the bottom piece and then break the block that was there to get it to swing up instead of down. But yeah. My God. It was fun building this and looking frame by frame on Jack's video. And also, technically, Jack, if you're watching this, that also means that you got paid for me to make this. Technically, you got paid, so if you try to say copyright, buddy, with how much I watched your video, you're getting money from the views. So, sorry there. Oh, man. In all honesty, I love Jack. Like, not in that way. Calm down, people. But, like, he's awesome. He's been a role model for me ever since before I even started YouTube, and so I think that this kind of feels like giving back in a way. Like, hey guys, here we go. Oh man. It felt amazing placing every block and seeing when I would get it right. I didn't include the cobblestone from the explosion from the creeper and the trapdoors because, no. He never uses it. He never uses it. It just stays there. Also, something that bugged me, but I decided to leave it, was how it's two different types of wood in Jack's video. And he has oak all behind the stone front. I hope he changes that in the future because... Ugh. But yeah. I don't really know if there's much more to show here. Like, shown everything I could. Pretty sure. But I really like this. I'm definitely going to have this map saved, like, forever, if I can. And, yeah. I'm really proud of the pint of Guinness, though. That took a lot of trial and error of sculpting it. Kind of like if you've ever worked with clay for art. Yes. That is amazing and beautiful and perfect. And yes, I did the flags as well and the banners or whatever. But Jack, for the love of God, please fix the windmill on your map. Please. Because again, it's supposed to look like it's actually spinning. Yours are opposite sails. Mine are correct sails. Opposite doesn't... That would be if these ones were spinning this way and these ones were spinning this way. They'd be spinning opposite, which is... Ugh. I've never seen a mill in real life, but physics. You probably have seen a mill in real life. Like, that's just the one thing that my OCD is like, please fix that. Can I please fix that? Also, I worked off of no tutorial for this. I literally went frame by frame in his videos, looking at each individual structure and building each individual one as best I could to scale. Yeah. And I had to count each individual post. It was honestly fun, really, counting everything and getting it all together. Like, I'm really proud of this, and I love it. And again, not everything's perfect. Even though I say I counted everything, that doesn't mean it's perfect, by any means. But I'm proud of it. Like, I tried to put as much detail into this as possible, and it is the thing that I am most proud of. Anyway. But, as time goes on in Jack's playthrough, I might update this. I might add more, or take away, or anything, really. So, even though I doubt that I will, if I feel like it, I might come back to it and update it a bit. Wait a minute. 1, 2. 1, 2, okay. Just from, like, this angle, the one on the right looks longer. But it isn't. Anyway. I've rattled on long enough, like... And honestly, with how in my first video I said that I was trying to get it back into YouTube, not only for the fans, who potentially, if I have any, were missing me, but also because of the panic attacks that had begun for me. Like, I was freaking out majorly, and I was about to try to go to a doctor to see about medication and all that, because my brother's on it, and I think there might be a few other people in the family who actually do suffer from depression and anxiety, and I know my grandfather has a little bit of depression, but like, as my brother has said, a little bit of insanity and depression actually seems to have run in the family, and he's gone through all of the records of my family history, and been like, hey, look, you know, there's been a lot of crazy shit in the family. I think he included that there might have been a murderer or two. I have no clue. I don't remember. I know that he studies he brings up files on everything in Indiana. Um, like, he's brought up almost every file involving a murder in Indiana ever since recorded murders were a thing. And he just likes pulling up the history books on that, and that's awesome. For me, what I love is gaming. And not only gaming, but also recording it for you guys, because whenever I stopped doing YouTube there for a little bit, like, I don't know why, but it honestly felt like something was missing. And so now this just feels right. It feels proper. Getting back to trying to work on this, entertaining people, all that. Without it, everything felt kind of empty, kind of wrong. So, I would say, for anybody out there listening to this and thinking about their own lives and all that, find what you love. Find something that makes you happy, and just follow it. Because, again, for me, like, this is it. I don't do the YouTube thing for money or fame. It's for the fans and to help me personally. Just emotionally and mentally. Knowing that I'm potentially making people happy, knowing that I'm potentially entertaining somebody out there, it gives me a sense of motivation, a sense of accomplishment. It feels great. And I hope that it actually is doing something great for somebody out there. But, jeez. I pulled a Jacksepticeye by rambling and making it a, telling a story about, being optimistic and all that, which, by the way, by me saying that it's pulling a Jacksepticeye and all that, I'm not trying to diminish it. I'm not trying to say that it's bad. It's actually one of the best things you can do. Try to motivate people. Try to help them and all that. I was just making a slight joke in case any of you... I know that on the internet, some of the smallest things you will ever say can be the biggest things you'll ever say. And people would get angry, so I need to preface everything I say that I even think there might be any question about. Anyway, that's all the time I have for this episode, brothers and sisters of YouTube. If you liked the video, please like, comment, and or subscribe, and definitely share the video with your friends. And that's Joker Fanatic Hughes, signing out. Good luck with Minecraft, Jack.